Hello, everybody. What happens to your body when you stop eating sugar? It's a question that whispers to so many of us, isn't it? It's there in the quiet moments after a big meal, or when you're reaching for that third cookie. I've sat with this question myself, many times, looking for a path to a healthier, more vibrant life. Today, I want to share a story with you. Imagine an older woman, wise and gentle, sitting near her rice fields, the sunlight warming her face. She asked herself that very same question, and what she discovered over 30 days is a powerful testament to the body's incredible ability to heal and transform. This is her story, a journey from craving to clarity. Her journey began not with a grand declaration, but with a simple, quiet decision. She put away the candy. She stopped spooning sugar into her morning tea. It sounds so small, doesn't it? But these small acts are the seeds from which great change grows. In that first moment, she felt a flicker of pride, the kind of self-love that says, "I am choosing me today." The first week was a challenge. Her body, so used to the quick, easy energy of sugar, began to protest with a dull ache and a deep-seated tiredness. The cravings were intense, a constant nagging pull. But her strategy was one of simple wisdom. Instead of fighting the craving, she met it with gentle redirection. A tall glass of water, a piece of fresh fruit, or plain yogurt with crunchy nuts. Her secret weapon was movement, not strenuous exercise, but slow, mindful walks each day, a necessary storm before the calm. This simple act did more than just burn a few calories. It cleared her mind, connected her to the rhythm of the earth beneath her feet, and gave her a sense of forward momentum. As she walked, she reminded herself that a craving is just a feeling, a temporary wave that will rise and then fall. She learned to sit with the discomfort for just 10 minutes, and so often, she found that the intense want would simply pass, losing its power over her. It was a lesson in patience and self-awareness. By the end of that first week, small but significant shifts began to appear. The sleep that had been so elusive started to deepen, just a little. The mental fog began to lift, offering moments of surprising clarity. She started to recognize true hunger again, distinguishing it from the phantom cravings that had ruled her for so long. She was learning the language of her own body, a language that had been drowned out by the constant noise of sugar. She was not yet free, but she had weathered the initial rebellion. She had held her ground with kindness and patience, and she was ready for what would come next. Week 2 arrived with a quiet change, like the first light of dawn. The intense cravings of the first week began to soften, their sharp edges wearing smooth. She woke up with a sense of calm, the bone-deep weariness lifting. A steady current of energy replaced the need for a sugary pick-me-up. Her body was learning to draw strength from whole, real foods. As she simplified her diet, her sense of taste awakened. A simple piece of fruit exploded with a sweetness so intense it brought a smile to her face. The changes began to show on the outside, too. Clothes felt a little looser as bloating subsided. She felt lighter, not just on the scale, but in her very being. By the third week, she had found her rhythm. The journey no longer felt like a struggle against her own body. It felt like a partnership. The energy she had glimpsed in week 2 was now a steady, reliable presence throughout her day. The dramatic ups and downs were gone, replaced by a clean, consistent fuel that carried her from morning until night. Her daily walks grew longer, not out of duty, but from a genuine desire to move and feel strength returning. This was the week she really began to see the glow. Skin that once looked tired was now softer and more supple. Tiny lines seemed gentler. Deep restorative sleep was her body's repair time, and it showed. Her taste kept evolving. She found new appreciation for the earthy flavor of plain rice and discovered the magic of spices. A squeeze of fresh lime, a sliver of pungent ginger, a sprinkle of cinnamon. A small square of very dark chocolate became a rich, satisfying treat. The constant mental battle over what to eat had quieted. She no longer woke at 2 in the morning thinking about dessert. Her mind, once full of cravings and guilt, now held peace and control. She was the conscious creator of her well-being. This mental freedom was a quiet confidence that radiated through everything she did. She was in her stride, walking a path of her own making. The final week was sweet in a new way. Not the fleeting sweetness of cake, but the deep sweetness of well-being. Her body felt steady and reliable. At a checkup, her doctor confirmed what she felt. Her health markers were improving. Her simple choices were creating positive change. She learned a vital lesson about balance. This wasn't about perfection. It was about being mindful. She could savor a small sweet at a celebration, then stop at enough. The all-or-nothing thinking faded, replaced by a flexible approach she could sustain. If this story touched you, please subscribe and share it with a friend. Thank you for listening.